purpose of today's lesson is to solve one-step equations. Now, we've already been working with equations in our prior unit, so we want to go back through and make sure we've got a clear understanding of how to solve these equations. We're going to eventually build each day on this to not only solving more sophisticated equations, but also creating equations for word problems. So what are our steps in solving one-step equations? Well, we want to locate the variable and determine what operation is happening. And as you recall, when we talk about an operation in math, we're talking about adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. Those are the most common. We're going to use inverse operations to undo what is happening to the variable. And when we talk about inverse operations, what we're talking about is if the inverse of addition is subtraction, the inverse of multiplication is division, and they're inverses of each other. And then we check our answers. Now, how do we check our answer? We always go back and substitute in. So by substituting your answer back into the original equation in place of the variable. Okay? So we're going to just walk through some 8 very straightforward examples. Okay? So we see in example 1, we have the variable 6 is being added to it. Now, you'll see teachers teach putting this line down, the equal sign, because what you're thinking about is that an equation is like a scale, and we want to keep it balanced. So what we do, anything we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other side. And the sides are separated by the equal sign. So here we're going to subtract 6 to get our answer. Okay? In the next one, we're going to add 12. Doesn't matter what side the variable is on, okay, right or left. There's no rule to that. We're going to divide by 3. Now, this is x divided by 4, so we're going to multiply. I'm just going to rewrite it so we can see. We're going to multiply both sides by 4, okay? This is being multiplied by negative 1/3. So I'm just going to rewrite this here again. So again, if you might recall, you would multiply by the reciprocal, meaning flip the fraction, okay? It has to be the same sign, because a negative times a negative is a positive, to get our answer. Now, that same concept holds here. We're multiplying by 2/5 x, so we want to now multiply by 5/2, because 5/2 times 2/5, everything cancels to a 1. Okay, remember you can cross cancel here to make it easier, right? And our last two, we're going to 4th A. So we want to multiply by 4/3. There's nothing to cross cancel here, so I just multiply numerators and denominators. And then lastly, okay, I'm going to multiply by 16/15. Now I could do some canceling here. To get y equals 2/3. Because you always want your answer in simplest form. Okay, so again, just to recap, what we simply did today was solve one-step equations. Okay, and we're going to keep building on that over the next few days.